You guys, happy Halloween. Once again, it is Halloween. But I was shocked when I got on Reddit earlier and a video was posted of Ryan Edwards' girlfriend, Amanda Connor. Because as soon as I clicked on the video, I knew exactly what was happening. I knew that Ryan Edwards' girlfriend, soon to be baby mom, as they are pregnant with a little baby girl, I knew that she was dressed up as Ryan's ex, Mackenzie Edwards. And I was like, wait a minute. And it was completely obvious. She has the scrubs, she has the glasses that the Mackenzie wears. She is singing along to the song that Rihanna is known to sing. BITCH, better have my money. And she is standing on a stack of folders titled screenshots with a money sign on it. And I was like, this is wild. Because and let me tell you guys, on Amanda's page, she is getting praise for this. Like people's like, "Oh, I love it. Like this is awesome. You're so funny." And I think, just on surface level, it can be like, "Oh, that's funny." But when you really think about it, the fact that Amanda is dating a man that has two kids, he's in the middle of a divorce, he can't even have these kids at his house or around her because of the pettiness and because, her history and her pettiness, and her doing things like this. He can't even have his kids at his house. And while Ryan seems to be doing better, he's on a better road. He's supposedly been sober for a year. I'm like, you are really like, I don't know. I feel like if I was Ryan, I would be like, listen, don't do that. I know you may not like my baby mama, but let me deal with her. You just be my girlfriend. You don't worry about my drama. You don't worry about what I got going on with her. If she says something on social media, don't let it bother you. Just keep it moving. Because the more Amanda does things like this, the more it's going to make things difficult for Mackenzie to be civil with her. Not even her, but Ryan as well. And it could potentially look bad if they take this to court. You know, um, I literally just did a video earlier about, the fact that Mackenzie, it came out 2 days ago, I think it was, the Mackenzie Edwards has filed a child support case against Ryan. She is asking that a judge force Ryan to pay child support, not only child support, but back time child support from the date they separated. She has told the courts that her income is $3,000 a month and that Ryan's income is estimated to be about $18,000 a month. And that's like from the show. Now, the Ashley's Reality Roundup told us that Ryan makes $35,000 per episode for Teen Mom, but he's also a diesel mechanic. So Ryan's bringing in a pretty penny, right? So earlier when we talked about that, we talked about how, Amanda, she throws shade on TikTok and, she posts things on her social media that I think that if Mackenzie was to take before a judge and say, this is his girlfriend and, she has this record, this is her history. She says she's sober now, but she's constantly harassing me on social media. I think a judge would continue his order that the kids not be around Amanda. So one of my subscribers made me this. It says my hobbies include true crime and makeup. That's what my hoodie says. Um, and I honestly, okay, I'm going to show you guys the video. Now, I had to take the music out because the I had to take the music out because it's copyright, but I did leave like a little bit in there. And hold on, I'm going to show you guys the video, okay? Of her clearly dressed up as Mackenzie, even the glasses down to the glasses that Mackenzie wears.
Don't act like you forgot.
So at this point, I took the audio out because I left that first part in there just so everybody could know what song it is, and I did put closed captioning on it just so people could see what the lyrics are to this song. I'm gonna back it up really quickly.
Don't act like you forgot.
Let's
Better
see.
have my money.
And she's standing on a folder that says screenshots with money on it. I do wonder what Jen and Larry would think about this. Would they laugh about this, or would they be there like, oh gosh, she's really going to make things difficult for us? So you can go to her TikTok. It's at Amanda Connor, and you can see it with the music along with it. But she is absolutely, dressed up as Mackenzie. She throws like a few dollars in the air as she's walking out. And then she puts this picture up at the end, and you can see the glasses too. That's where you get. It's like there's no doubt about it. She is dressed up as Mackenzie. If you go to Mackenzie's page, because when I saw this, I was like, "That's Mackenzie. That was literally Mackenzie." Um, and then the music along with it. I just don't think this is going to do anything for them. It's like, what are you doing? You know, this is Mackenzie. Let's see. There's several pictures online that you can find of Mackenzie wearing scrubs. I don't know exactly what Mackenzie does. I don't know if she works in a doctor's office. I'm not sure. But there's several pictures you can find of her online wearing scrubs. There's another one. And oftentimes she will wear those like translucent sunglasses. Not sunglasses, those translucent. I don't know if they're actual prescription glasses or if they're like the Blu-ray glasses. Is it Blu-ray? Not Blu-ray. The glasses you wear if you sit at a computer a long time. Um, so yeah, she's definitely, with the music that goes along with it. So, as we all know, Mackenzie and Ryan Edwards, I mean, their marriage from day one was questionable because they got married on the way to their wedding. Blue glass filter, thank you so much. On the way to the wedding, Ryan was, high out of his mind, unfortunately, and she went through with marrying him. And a lot of people are like, girl, you asked for it. Like you married him despite him driving y'all to the wedding, hi. They were married for several years where, you know, in the middle of the marriage, it seemed like Ryan was sober. They were no longer doing teen mom. They lived a normal lifestyle. She would get on, Instagram every so often to talk about their time on teen mom, or not even to talk about it, but she would be asked about it. And people would say, are y'all miss being on the show? And she's like, no, I don't, because the network, only wanted drama. They didn't want to highlight the good things going on in our lives. They only wanted us to talk about Macy and the drama, and they didn't want us to get along with Macy. So no, we're happy that we don't have to do the show anymore. It was scary when we stopped doing the show because it is a lot of money, but we are happy to be in a place where we can work and make money and take care of our family. However, Ryan at some point relapsed and got really bad off on drugs to the point to where he really started going crazy. He started going crazy. He was publicly bashing Mackenzie. He was publicly saying that she was cheating. He ruined their house, just damaged their house so horribly. She had to get a restraining order on Ryan. He threatened to unalive her. He pulled a knife on her. He got physical with her. She got a restraining order, filed for divorce. On the same day that she got the restraining order, like that night, he violated it and he got arrested. He was literally arrested in like February 2023, I think it was, multiple times, like 4 times in like 2 weeks. It was bad. Like Ryan was going through it. He was spiraling. Okay. Is there a video of Ryan getting arrested? Yes, I have one on my channel. He was spiraling during that time. He was really spiraling. But she filed for divorce, and I think she had to. She had to file for divorce because he was so unwell. Let's see. he was really unwell at that time. So, let's see. After she filed for divorce and he got arrested, he got out, he went to rehab, uh, he got put back in jail, and then because he left rehab early, it was court ordered rehab. He left it early and he got in a wreck. He overdosed behind the wheel, got in a wreck. He went back to jail. He was ordered again to go to rehab, so he went to rehab again. He was in a halfway house. There was so much things that happened when he was in the halfway house. Mackenzie actually visited him. Um, she had been dating someone as her and Ryan split up and everything happened. She started dating a guy that she had known for several years. But right before she went to visit Ryan in the halfway house, her and the guy broke up. She put her wedding ring back on. She went to visit Ryan at the facility, and things did not go that well because paparazzi somehow knew about this visit and they took photos, and you could tell the discussions that Ryan and Mackenzie were having was heated discussions. You could tell it wasn't good. Let me see. So, that is where he met Amanda. He met Amanda at that facility, at the rehab facility. They started dating, and it was like a whirlwind situation with Amanda and Ryan to where they moved in very quickly. They weren't even they were still at that phase where it's like when you're in recovery, they don't want you to date for like a year because they just want you to focus on your recovery for the first year. But they were dating before they even got out of the facility. Like they weren't even out of the halfway house and they were dating already. And then they moved in with each other fairly quickly. So now she's pregnant. And I don't think Amanda is working. She's doing the show because she was on the show this past season and she's going to be on this upcoming season. So she does the show, but I don't think like she's like, I did see one of her TikToks the other day where I think she said she was applying for a job. I think she said, since everybody thinks that I'm lazy and just want to make money off Ryan, this is me like going to apply for a job or something like that. So at the time, I don't think she's working other than the show, and she is doing social media. Like, I'm sure she is monetized through TikTok, so she will probably make money off, this TikTok video that she made, dressed up as Mackenzie for Halloween. I do have Ryan's. I probably won't play audio, but this is just a real quick clip of when he got arrested. Here's an order. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Amanda got a job at a rehab. She said her and Ryan will be working the same shift. He doesn't work at a rehab. He works as a diesel mechanic. But what you're saying, just so I can clarify for anybody that misunderstood that, because it sounded like I was saying Ryan works at a rehab as well, and they're going to be working the same shift. Ryan works as a diesel mechanic, but I guess she got a job at a rehab, and they're both going to be working the same hours. So when he's going to work, she'll be going home. She'll be going to work as well, and they'll both come home around the same time. Okay. I did, Jay, but I'll show it again. So this is some of the body cam from when he got arrested last, let's see, when was that? February 10th, 2023. And here's the thing. When you and your man get a divorce and he gets with another woman and she's got kids and y'all got kids, or y'all got kids and she don't have any kids, there is drama. There's always going to be some drama. But as the stepmom or the new girlfriend, getting involved in this is never smart. It's not going to play out to your benefit. It's only going to make things harder for your man because your man is now going to have to deal with a sour baby mama because you are doing things like this. She doesn't have custody of her son. No. Mackenzie works as a medical device sales rep. They have to wear scrubs because they are present for testing devices on cadavers, etc. The job isn't easy. You have to hustle. What does Amanda do? someone they just said that Amanda got a job at a rehab facility. But this scrub and the screenshots and the song BSCCH better have my money. That was a direct look at me on there. That was a direct oh, let me stop that. Blow to Amanda. I mean to Mackenzie. There's no denying it. I mean, she does things like this pretty often. Like she makes videos that is directed at at Mackenzie pretty often. So all right, I'll play the video again. I did remove the majority of the music just to avoid copyright.
Don't act like you forgot. That I have my money.
See the folder that says screenshots? I will say she was praised in the comments. A lot of people was like, "You're hilarious. This is so funny." Somebody said the only thing funnier would have been if Mackenzie was recording you. And Amanda said, "Let's pretend that no." Somebody said the only thing funnier would have been if Macy was the one recording this. And somebody else said, and Amanda said, "Let's pretend she was the one recording me." So the comments on here, I mean, we'll go to the video really quickly and read some of the comments. I mean, like I said, surface level, it's funny. Surface level, it's like, you dressed up as your boyfriend's, ex. Like, ha, ha, ha. Ha. But when you really think about it and you think about the fact that there are kids involved, this is really not going to make things, it's not going to help the situation. Right. Amanda won the internet today. We ride with Amanda and Ryan. Girl, your clapbacks are everything. But I'm like, is she clapping back or is she the first one clapping? Like, did Mackenzie do something to bring this on? I mean, filing for child support is not Mackenzie doing anything. That's not Mackenzie clapping at Ryan and Amanda filing for child support. That is her requesting something that those kids are rightfully owed. Following your account was the best decision I ever made. Yes, Mac, we don't stand a chance with Amanda. Yes, Mac, don't stand a chance with Amanda. Just want to know who's the cameraman. She said, here's the attention you demanded. The queen of clapbacks. Oh, my Lanta, may I please request about 15 more of these? You are it. Amanda, I'm screaming. They can never make me hate you, Amanda. Okay, we all like Amanda. I would pay to watch you on reality TV 100%. You ate and left no crumbs. And I'm just like, I'm honestly wondering, like, have any of these people had to deal with this before? Any of the women in the comment section, have you ever had to deal with like kids that has a semi deadbeat dad? But every time he gets a new woman, his new woman wants to defend him and fight his battles with the mom. When the mom may not be doing anything but trying to do right by the kids by asking for child support because she is working her butt off, taking care of the kids 365 days a year with no help from the baby daddy, and then asking the baby daddy to help results in this, results in public shaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, I don't understand it because I've dealt with it. Never, my older kid's dad, this has happened twice for me. He gets a girlfriend. Me and him have a little miscommunication, or we have a little situation to where we're not really getting along. Next thing I know, she's posting about me on Facebook, and I'm like, this isn't your business. Why are you talking crap about me on Facebook? Like, you don't even know what's going on. You've been with him for 2 seconds. Thank you so much, Melissa. Thank you so much for the super chat. Happy Halloween, Melissa. Thank you so much. So I'm like, you've been with him for 2 seconds, and you don't know me. Like, I remember when this girl did it. I had never met her, and she is posting about me on Facebook. Somebody saw it, sent it to me, and I'm like, really? Mind you, my kid's dad never paid child support. Never paid child support. And then every once or twice a year when I would ask him for help with something, he would get mad and tell whatever floozy he was dating at the time. And this particular one, she blasted me on Facebook for being money hungry and saying, if you can't take care of 6 kids, don't have them. Because me and her new boyfriend had 2 kids together, and then I have 4 more kids with my husband, and she made a post like, "Oh, if you can't take care of your 6 kids, don't have them." Well, baby, I didn't make my 6 kids by myself. I didn't make my older 2 kids by myself. I made them with your boyfriend. So it ain't only my responsibility to take care of them. He can help too. Considering that I take care of them 100% of the time, he could help every so often. So, guess what happened though? Whenever they broke up, she was publicly bashing him on social media and then wanted to reach out to me to apologize to me because, like, oh, I'm so sorry. He really was like a deadbeat. My bad. And then it happened again with a woman that he ultimately married. They're not married anymore, but the woman that he married, same thing. They're dating for months, maybe even like a year when I asked something of him. He gets mad, cusses me out, says something to her, so she wanna pop off. Guess what? She's got a kid with him, and she understands. And I'm like, "See, ain't nobody was, like, trying to, like, get blood from a turnip." You know what I'm saying? Like, I was literally just asking for help once every, like, once a year, I would ask him to do something, and he couldn't do that. So, like, Amanda is pregnant with Ryan's baby. And I see a lot of people commenting saying, you know what? In 5 years, this will be Amanda. In 5 years, her and Ryan will be split up. He's not gonna, he'll be moved on with somebody else, and he's not gonna be helping her with child support. Then what? How's and I'm like, it could be, it could be. So I just think while surface level, it could be funny and it can be entertaining. I think it's petty and will cause problems because I know if it was me, if there was even a part of me that thought, you know what, me and Ryan are done. I just want my kids to have their dad in their life. So I guess if it means letting them be around Amanda. She says she's sober, so, I guess maybe this weekend I'll let him take the kids out to eat and Amanda can be there. I'll say, "Yeah, sure, Amanda can come." If she was even somewhat leaning at anything like that, Amanda just pushed that back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's doing more harm than good. Exactly, it's doing more harm than good. And I can say wholeheartedly, if this was me and Ryan was my baby daddy and his new girlfriend that he's been dating for like a year was doing things like this to me, no, I'm sorry. My kids are not going to be around the woman that is publicly bashing me on social media because those are my kids. If she'll do it publicly, if she talks publicly bad about me, if she tries to shame me on social media, what will she say around my kids about me? Not having it. Sorry. So, yeah. Sadly, sadly, she'll see who he truly is, and she'll be embarrassed after doing this. Don't wish that on them, but that's just the truth. Exactly. Um, it's doing more harm than good for any court case in the future. Yes, absolutely. Amanda needs to be mature because in the long run, it's only going to make the kids resent her. Absolutely. I can tell you what, if my mom and my dad split up, and if my dad's new woman would have publicly attacked my mom this way, I would never have anything to do with her, and I would probably never have anything to do with my dad. I would probably call my dad and say, "You need to reel your woman in. Your woman is disrespecting my mom, the mother of your children. If you care about me at all, I'm gonna need you to get a hold of that. Stop that." And I think Ryan should. I mean, could we imagine the fit that would happen if Ryan got a boyfriend and the boyfriend was dressing up as Ryan or recording himself pretending to drive while falling asleep at the wheel? Or if, wear a blue bandana around his neck with his hair like all crazy like Einstein. Like if Mackenzie was dating a guy and they were doing things like that for TikTok, I mean, I feel like people like Ryan would not like that. He would have an issue with that. Um, Amy Peak says, Amanda seems immature and childish, and why is Ryan allowing that? You know, I'm not gonna lie because I have watched some of her TikToks that aren't throwing any shade at Mackenzie. Like I have watched her and I thought, oh, she's funny. Like she's funny, and they do seem really happy together. So there's like this one part of me that I'm like, she's funny, she's comical, like I like some of her TikToks. But then this, I'm like, no, I don't like that. But I did read a comment where somebody said, studies show that when you start participating in drugs, uh it stunts your I can't even think. You're mentally stunted. So somebody was like, she started doing drugs when she was very young. So I think she's like mentally stunted. And she has this like, I'm gangsta, like I'll blah 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 blah. Like she's got this attitude too. That's like her persona is like she's gangsta. Like, so she's mentally stunted due to the drugs, and then she's got this attitude. So those two rolled into one is like when she behaves that way, it's that look that we get. I literally just checked on X over my ex mother-in-law talking crap to my son about me after I let him borrow my car to take his grandma's. No way! I would be so mad. Like, really? On a better note, this could get Mac a protection order to shut Amanda up online and stop. You're right. It could potentially do that. Ryan might be sober, but he's still a POS. Amanda will figure it out. This just makes her look stupid. I can't even believe like you're gonna let your son take him to the doctor in your car, and then she gonna talk crap about you. The nerve! Amanda is gonna learn the hard way. Sadly, again, don't wish it on them, but it's just history. I agree. I don't wish it on them either because I feel like they seem very happy together and they're sober. And the last thing I want for them is to possibly relapse and then splitting up. Could that bring on a relapse? Like, I don't want that. But unfortunately, Ryan doesn't have the best history. Elle, do you and Sean have kids together? We have four. Me and Sean have four kids together. Our oldest is 13 and our youngest is 7. So we have a girl together and we have 3 boys together. And then I miscarried a boy. So we would have had 5 together. And then I have my oldest 2 kids. That's 19 and 17. Um, you think Ryan will marry her? They are engaged. They're engaged. They're engaged. Which he can't marry her right now because he's still married to Mackenzie. Well, it's okay, Colby. As a matter of fact, you guys, the baby that I miscarried was due yesterday. Yeah, the baby that I miscarried was due yesterday and would have been 8 years old. Um, Thank you, Barbara. Barbara, you have been around for a long time. From the early days of me covering Janelle. Nell says Amanda was on Jerry Springer and then got arrested on the plane going back home. She did. And she did a story time about it, which I thought was quite funny. So that's what I'm saying. When I watch her story times that has nothing to do with, picking at Mackenzie, I think she's funny. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, definitely. I always remember it. Like I always remember, which I think about the baby all the time, but there's specific times where I really think about the baby. The due date around the time, like when October comes, I'm always like, this will, if my baby would have went to full term or somewhat full term, they would have born in October. So I always think about it. And then in April, I think about it. It really hits me because April was when I miscarried. When honeymoon phase is over and she has that baby and reality sits in, she gets the same treatment as the Macy and Matt guy. She will think different. I just can't. The trash. She's just cringy at this point. At what point is it? At what point is it harassment? I wonder that as well. I just can't understand it. None of us that are level headed can, but it'll play out how it should. That's a good question, creative, because at what point is it harassment? Because Mackenzie was on TV, the rules are a little different. Because Mackenzie was on a television show, people can make videos about her. They can kind of pick at her. Now, someone that is a private person, that may just be linked to someone, like per se, You guys know, like the Mama June family, right? Well, Josh, that was married to Pumpkin. Well, Josh has been linked to these girls, to different girls. Uh, One girl in particular is a girl named Keely that is pregnant. Keely has never been on TV. She has never posted a picture with Josh. Her Facebook page is private. She's locked all her things down. But there is at not even an outlet, it's just a person that covers the family that has really dug into Keely's life. That right after Keely had the baby, this TikToker got pictures of Keely and the baby still in the hospital when Keely is holding the baby for the first time and posted them on her TikTok page. And like it's posting about Keely. Like whenever I covered the fact that Josh was dating a girl that was pregnant, I did not show her picture. I did not because she was a private person. Because I'm like, you have to like, you gotta respect it until she, like, puts herself on TV. When she if she decides I'm gonna be on TV, then I feel like, okay, she knows she's gonna be covered now, she knows her face is gonna be out there. But people that are like, they may just be associated with famous people, but they don't go on TV because they want privacy, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? So because Mackenzie is so I don't think it's right what the TikTok person is doing. How the TikTok person is like digging into Keely's life and posting pictures of Keely and her newborn baby on social media. I don't like that. And what's crazy is like several people was like, girl, take this picture down. Because Keely commented on the TikTok and said, take this picture down. Like, this is my baby. Like, this is me in the hospital. Like, take the picture down. We're private people. This is my baby. Like, take this picture down. And like the TikToker did not want to do it. TikToker, the TikToker messaged her and was like, I'll only do it if you do X, Y, and Z. The TikToker literally said, I will only take down a photo of you and your minor child, a newborn baby, if you write a statement for me admitting that you and Josh are in a relationship. Which funny thing is Keely and Josh are no longer in a relationship. They were messing around. But before she had the baby, they things ended. So, but this TikToker was like, I will only take this down if you write a statement for me to put up on my TikTok saying that you and Josh are together. And the girl's like, I'm not going to do that because we're not together, but that ain't even right. You're trying to blackmail me, which is against the law. You can't black. But anyways, that's a whole different story. But it is different when you're a private person versus a public person. When you are a public person and you're on TV or you're an influencer and you bring attention to yourself, then people can make satire accounts. People can cover you. People can kind of dig into you a little bit. So at what point does it become harassment with Mackenzie because she's been on TV? I don't know. Thank you. You have the intellectual age of when you started using. Thank you. Yes, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Um, if you're with someone, you have to think about their view and have respect and not do things if your better half is in the spotlight. Exactly. Yep. Not everyone wants a camera in their face. It's okay to be private. Absolutely. Um, so Amanda and Ryan's baby's name is going to be like Presley, I think. I don't know what Keely's baby's name is. Reality will set in when the baby comes, going through divorce, child support, and making time for Bentley. For Ryan, I mean, hope he can handle it all sober. You know what I mean? Yes, absolutely. But anyways, you guys, I am a mind blown because I'm like, I've seen her throw shade at Mackenzie. I've seen it. But this is blatant. Like dressing up as Mackenzie for Halloween and this song, like that is blatant, like picking on Mackenzie. I checked Mackenzie's Instagram earlier and like she hadn't posted anything. So either she hasn't noticed or she hasn't responded to it, or maybe she's not gonna respond to it. But I can tell you what I would do if I was Mackenzie. Every time she did something like this, I would be taking note of it. I would be saving it. I would be screen recording it, putting it in a file. I would be sending it to my lawyer. And unfortunately, I would be doing what I would literally, you're not gonna make fun of me on social media and then think I'm gonna let you be around my kids. Because if you will do it publicly on social media to the world, then what will you say about me in front of my kids. And Ryan, you should put a stop to it. This is too far. This is my opinion. You guys, let me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you guys think that this is too far? Do you guys think it's funny? I am mom now says, especially because she'll have to technically deal with Mackenzie for a long time because of the children. Absolutely. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Now that she's pregnant, guess what, Amanda? Your baby, their siblings is Mackenzie's kids. Your baby has a brother and sister with Mackenzie. So if you want to do what's right for your child now, not even your boyfriend, not even Mackenzie's kids, but if you want to do what's right by your child now, then you will stop causing any friction between Ryan and Mackenzie. That way, your child can one day have a relationship with her siblings. Leanne Kay says, you don't give energy to people you don't care about and aren't pressed on. So it shows a lot about Amanda's character. I think, yeah, I think you're right. I don't see Ryan being an active parent, just like with Macy and Mackenzie. Jenna's the Gypsy says she's obsessed with Mackenzie. I am mom now says yes. Good night, everyone. What's holding up their divorce? So a source said that Ryan is what's holding up their divorce. That he didn't show up to one of the hearings. That he fired his lawyer. He hired another lawyer. So that it's Ryan's doings. Gabriel Davers, who is Keely? I'm sorry I brought Keely into it. But Keely is someone associated with the Mama June Butch. And I was just trying to, I brought up Keely because it was the first person that I could think of that when does it become harassment? Well, it's different between if you're a private person or a famous person. If you're on a TV show or if you're just a normal person. And I brought up Keely. So Keely was allegedly having a relationship with Josh, Pumpkin's ex-husband. And when that came out, TMZ put her name out. People started looking for her photos. So she locked her Facebook page down. She was pregnant at the time. What's her name came out. I did a video and I did say her name, but I did not post a picture of her. Yeah, he also filed for full custody and then didn't show up for court. Yep. How awful if Ryan has called Amanda Mack in bed. Whoops. Did we forget this girl was on Jerry Springer? You should watch the episode. She doesn't seem like she's mature. Oh, I've seen it. I've seen the episode. Yep, I've seen it. TV personality versus private citizen. Yes, absolutely. Girl, just the thumbnail of this cracks me up. How cringe dressing like her. I'm shocked. You guys have your thoughts in the comment section below. I am beat. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope everyone had a happy Halloween. Give this video a thumbs up on the way out. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you haven't yet. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.